Hey YouTube, this is Holly Seelger with my show Zoan Politicon, the political animal. And today I've noticed I'm up to 280 new subscriptions. So welcome new subscribers and hello everyone else that's returning. So I did not have any videos yesterday, and that was because I was really sick yesterday. I had a terrible throat ache. My throat was killing me. It was hard for me to swallow or talk or even drink water yesterday. So I was definitely fighting off some terrible cold that was going on. I definitely feel a lot better today though, and I'll tell you what I did. So last week I went to the doctor's office and to get like a routine checkup kind of thing. And you know what happens to me when I sit in a doctor's office for 2 hours waiting for a doctor while people are coughing and sneezing and being ill around me? Well, I usually get sick. So that's kind of why I avoid hospitals and the doctors for the most part, because I'm sensitive. And yes, if I'm stuck in a room with multiple people who are very ill, chances are I'm probably going to get sick about 3 days later. So I knew that was kind of going to happen to me when I was sitting there in the waiting room. I was thinking to myself, yeah, you know, I try to stay positive, but at the same time, when like little kids and people are coughing on you, it's kind of hard to try to fight that off. So yesterday I had very swollen tonsils. I was not feeling good at all. And at one point in my life when I was younger, I actually thought about having my tonsils removed because they get super swollen when I get sick. But I found out later that they're actually swollen because they're trying to help you with antibodies and they're trying to help you get over the illness. And I had a little bit of a fever yesterday, and I've found out over the years that helps try to cook the disease out of your body. So I'm not a medical professional at all. I don't take any of my thoughts as medical advice. Always talk to a doctor first, yada, yada, yada. But here's some things that I like to do to try to get over a cold. So when I was younger, when I was a kid in high school and into college, I was constantly sick, always on antibiotics. My mother was always bringing me to the doctors. She thought that was how to cure everything, was to just put me on medication all the time. And I've realized as I've gotten older and I'm an adult and I can take care of myself, I try to fight things off naturally, try to avoid going to the doctor as much, even though I actually have really good health insurance. I through my part-time job, one of the few perks, I get paid very, very little on the school board, but I do have the city health insurance. So I have like the finest Cadillac health insurance that you can get in the United States, and yet I still have a hard time trying to find doctors, trying to find people who will take my insurance. Like, it's crazy. So don't move to the U.S. if you're thinking about it for health reasons. That's for one thing, because I have the best insurance pretty much that you can possibly get, because politicians do not skimp out on health insurance, and it's still a huge hassle for me, still co-pays, all that sort of stuff. So when I get sick, I try to avoid going to the doctors, and when I get sick too, as soon as I start to feel the illness, I will usually try to avoid or call out of work the next day. And the reason why I do that is because I know if I go another day or two, I'll be sick for 2 weeks and I'll get a secondary infection and all that, because my immune system is compromised, or whatever they want to tell me, for no reason. Like, I have allergies. I think I'm pretty sensitive to pollution, and I think a lot of people are really sensitive to pollution, and that's not something that we're allowed to talk about. And if you ask your doctor about pollution, they're not going to know what you're talking about. I also think nutrition and vitamin deficiency is huge. I know a lot of people in modern diet, Western diet, we just don't have the access to all the minerals and nutrients that we really need. And if you study horticulture or veterinary science or animals or anything like that, you find out that plants and animals need all these nutrients and vitamins, but we're not taught that we need that. So you start to figure out, once you start to research plants and animal care, that we need all those vitamins and nutrients too. So I try to stay up on nutrients, taking vitamins when I can. That has definitely helped my immune system a lot, helped me from not catching colds. And when I do get sick, I will try to take the next day off get as much sleep as I can, drink a lot of water. I try to drink a lot of water every day. And also, I really like to use the sauna. And it's really hard to find saunas in the United States. I think we have 2 in Portland, and one of them's at a gym that I go to. So as soon as I get any sort of the starts of a warning sign of a cold, I will try to sweat out the disease in a sauna. And you can cook a disease or an illness out of your body through the sauna. So make sure you drink plenty of water when you go into a sauna, and as soon as you feel dizzy, like, try to leave the sauna. You can take a cold shower and come back. Like, that is awesome for your immune system. If you can get hot and cold, you can start or rev your body up, and you can really feel it. You can feel your body rev up in the sauna. And I used to be one of those types of people that was cold, like, all the time throughout the whole year. Like, my hands and feet were always cold, and I still wear wool socks, and, like, it is cold up here in Maine, but I used to go for months and months with, like, my toes were so chilled that I couldn't even feel my toes. And now that I use the sauna, my feet actually get warm, my body gets really warm and hot, and I feel way more alive. I have better energy, so I highly recommend that. Some people claim that it helps with detox and thus being able to sweat stuff out of your body. And again, I'm not a medical professional, so I can't say that for sure, but every time I go into the sauna and use the sauna, I meet people from all over the world, which is kind of hilarious. Usually it's Russians or Eastern European people or Middle Eastern people or African people. It's pretty fun. Usually when I go into the sauna and they feel how hot it is and how I've raised the temperature in there with water, I'll get it up to like over 200 degrees in there, and people will be like, oh my god, or what country are you from and stuff. So I like to be able to sweat out the foreigners when I can, so that's fun. I recommend that. Start off slow. Like, I've been going to the sauna for a couple of years now, and at first it would only start off with like a couple minutes in there, and you can slowly build up resistance. And if I go around 2 to 3 times a week, I don't even get sick ever. And so I haven't gone to the sauna or used the gym in a while because of all the snow, and I've been trying to do more videos, so I just need to remind myself to get myself over to the sauna. So that's one thing I recommend to people if you want to try that out. The other thing is, when I get sick, I will get one of those bottles of elderberry concentrate. And elderberry tastes a lot like blueberries. It's a small, very dark blue purple berry that grows naturally in Europe. I think it was brought over to North America, and you can find it wild here in the United States. Elderberry flower is white, little small flowers, smells amazing. Elderberry tastes delicious. So get yourself like a bottle of elderberry concentrate. And I know it can be kind of expensive. It can be like $12 to $15 at a health food store or online, or at Whole Foods it's like $15. But basically if you just chug that bottle, and I'll drink the whole bottle throughout the whole day, like, you can feel your immune system rev up, and usually I can kick a cold that way too. So my voice might sound a little hoarse today, but I feel like almost 100% better than I did yesterday just from using the sauna and drinking some elderberry. And one other thing I would recommend, if you can't get to a sauna, definitely take a really hot shower or a hot bath. If you can soak in a bath with Epsom salts, baking soda, the baking soda can alter the pH of your body. So also drinking a little bit of baking soda or gargling with that'll also alter pH and can also kill bacteria and viruses. And once again, I don't want to get sued. I'm not a health professional. This is just stuff that has worked for me over my life, and going from someone who was constantly extremely ill with allergies and asthma and all these other health problems all the time, and to going into someone who rarely gets sick now because I engage in preventative care, trying to eat well, taking vitamins, researching that, what works for me, what doesn't, getting enough sleep, avoiding stress, doing what I love, which is making videos, making lots of art, and engaged in local politics and civic service. So if you like this video, hit the like button or subscribe. I checked my P.O. box again today, and it was empty. So I know there are a couple of people out there who asked me for my address because they didn't want to do a PayPal or a Patreon online. They didn't want to send money online. So please send me something in the mail, P.O. box. Even if you just want to send me a postcard or a book. I've had a lot of people recommending books to me lately, and I love books. I love to get books. This is just one of my 3 bookshelves that I have, and I have more books in storage. So I'm an avid book reader and collector. So send me books. Like, I know recommendations are cool, but I would love to get something in my P.O. box. I signed up for a P.O. box so that people on my show could interact with me that way. So send me something in the mail so I can get something in my box. It's Holly Seeliger, P.O. Box 5185, Portland, Maine 04101. So if you like my show, please send me some comments. Let me know what you do to help you get over a cold, and have a nice day.